Welcome to another episode of Our Perspective. I'm your
Hey,
host, Sister Charity, and my co-host.
John Sayles at your service.
All right, look, y'all. First of all, we do want to ask you to hit the notification. We want to ask you to subscribe. We want to ask you to leave comments because
Indeed.
this show is really about your perspectives as well. So much going on in the world, and we all have our own individual take on it. And so just want to ask you to be a part of this family. Now, if you're new to our channel, uh, this is my brother. Yes, from the same mother. And we have differences of opinions. Our program is not scripted. We have no idea what the other's perspective is going to be, and so we just do it, off the cuff, and you all get an inside look or hear what goes on behind closed doors among sisters and brothers. So we want to jump right into it. John, you said you wanted to say something, start us off. So let's go. Let's roll. What's on your mind?
Okay, this show is like, to me, it seems like you should have some kind of humor and drama and some of everything. So today I'm gonna bring you a little bit of both drama and happiness, because that's what when we live in this life, we have our good days and our bad days. So without further ado, I will tell you. Uh, oh, you look amazing, by the way. And I had a fantastic weekend until okay, I had a fantastic weekend. Let's get to it. My son performed with Joyner Lucas at the House of Blues on the weekend.
Okay.
He's been trying to do this thing for maybe 10, 15, since he was in grade school. He wanted to be a rapper. He's a grown man now and he probably should get a job, but I support my kids in their endeavors. So me and my wife, we go to the event, and it's been a while. We up there. We can get discounts at Denny's. You know what I'm saying? I'll say no more than that. So my wife decided she gonna try to outdo these teenagers, or I want to say 21 and older. The young crowd. So she put on heels. She won't never do that again. Never, ever. And we were standing for the concert. My son came on at the very end. So, needless to say, after he was done, we was done. We headed home. Now, when we get to the house, this is where the funny part comes in. I get out the car and she gets out behind me and I hear clunk because I parked by the garbage can. So I hear clunk, clunk. I turn around, think somebody about to come try to get the, get my wallet or something. I turn around, my wife don't have no shoes on. I said, "Where your shoes at?" "Oh, I threw them away." They hurt her soul. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to know is, what's your opinion on that?
Well, first of all, look, I hope you massaged her feet, okay? Because them dog was barking, all right? So my take on it is, back in the day, when we would go to concerts, you had a seat. You had somewhere to sit down.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? The concert would be like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I've dropped off people to various concerts and such. These are young people, and they said their feet was hurting. Okay, they took slippers with them to the concert because they knew from the last time they was gonna have to stand for hours and hours. So, my heart goes out to your wife. For trying to do the thing. She stayed to the end. I probably would have been ready to go, after the first hour. But aside from that, yeah, sometimes we just do too much. We do too much.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the entertainers on the stage thought she was mad at them. they probably didn't want to come on that side of the stage because I mean, she had a look of concern. It concerned me a lot, you know? Yeah.
I know one thing. Yeah, I bet you didn't get out of line with her feet hurting that bad. I bet you didn't get out of line.
I thought it was a bad idea when she was walking out the door. I had on my Jordans, which are uncomfortable. You know, they ain't the best shoes, but she should have had her Skechers on, the orthopedic ones she wear to work. She should have had them mugs on. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to but she grown. She do what she want to. Now I don't got nothing to do with their feet. Now we don't have that type of relationship. You understand me? We good though. You know, she say don't tell nobody. I said I'm gonna tell everybody. Yeah, you need to know. You don't that. You don't do that no more. She won't do that no more.
Been there, done that. I think we all can write a book about it. So, hey, you know what? Tell her she's not alone. She's not alone, but she learned.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Enough about that. Now I want to get to the bad part of the. Now I don't know if the people know. I got a 5-year-old son that I have custody of, and he is in kindergarten. And he has been quite rambunctious. I'm using nice vocabulary, but we know in the hood we say, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just keep it PG." So I go up to the school, and he don't want to come out, and I'm like, "But I don't whoop you." So I can understand if you thought a butt whooping was coming, but he's really acting strange. And this morning I talked to his mom because she has him on certain days, so she can get more out of him than me because she's closer to his age. I guess I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, they probably on the same level and they talk to each other, and where he won't talk to me, and he told her that some kid was touching him and making monkey noises. Now, I've been trying to stay out the penitentiary my whole life, and to me that hurt me to no end because where I live, I believe that my son didn't just pull that out of nowhere. And I really would like to know your opinion on this.
Well, first of all, I hope whoever touched him don't have monkeypox. No, yeah. I'm just kidding. With the monkey noises, I know.
It's funny.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, nice. Anywho, on a real serious note, one thing about kids and talking they will talk to the one they feel is most nurturing. Mm-hmm. You didn't elaborate on what happened and what he said, but let's just start right there. You were hurt because he didn't tell you? Is that what you're saying? He didn't tell you what was going on? Or were you hurt for some other reason?
If he is telling the truth about what he experienced, then I already know what happened to him. The fact that he didn't tell me doesn't concern me because I've surrounded him with a team of people so we all can gather information and be successful with it. Because he has a babysitter, which I hate to even say babysitter because she seems more than that, but a lady who is very good, and she happens to be Caucasian, very good with kids. I trust this lady with him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then mother, and then he has my wife. He has a Mimi, mommy, babysitter, auntie. He's surrounded by love. He don't know how to hate somebody yet. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that in him. So if it's brought to him, he's very intelligent. And for him to be able to articulate it with his mother and not me is not where my concern lies. My concern lies maybe I need to move back around people who aren't going to pull that kind of stuff or put him in a different situation. So, yeah, I'm worried about being at work, wondering what's going on with my son if he's being bullied because I did leave something out. He came home with a elbow injury and he said somebody chased him. Now, I've been in school and I've been on both sides, been bullied and I've bullied. So I know that can't go on. Like I said, I've been trying to stay out the penitentiary. My son is that's what I got. That's why I get up and get in a raggedy truck and go try to get some money. So, yeah, without coming off too strong, then you have some more information. What's your What's your take on it?
Yeah. Well, it is concerning, seeing that's my nephew and everything, and somebody is abusing him. You know, there's so much trauma that happens just getting up in the morning. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
We don't need any additional trauma in our lives, especially a 5-year-old. And so I don't really know what happened. I tell you that, not everybody that is older is responsible. Not everybody that likes kids is the best person for that kid. So, you have to, as a parent, you have to sometimes think outside the box. You talked about the family. I don't know who can, step in. He will have to go, out of your sight, be out of your sight. He will encounter people who may not have his best interest at heart. He may encounter some pedophiles. He may encounter some crazy folks that just don't care about life. I think the first thing, my perspective would be to let him know how much you appreciate the fact that he did say something, and how much you love him for, just being honest and truthful. Because I get it. I got a story maybe later if we have time about one of my kids that could tell some whoppers. But anyway, back to him. So I think it's important for you to let him know that it's your desire for him to be in a safe place. And anytime he's not in a safe place, or he feels violated, or he feels something uncomfortable, or somebody is, touching, whatever the case is, that it's okay to tell me. You don't have to mention the penitentiary, but you want to let him know that you're not okay with anything somebody does to your son that puts him in an uncomfortable situation. So that's my take, is to give him kudos for, telling somebody.
Yeah, where his school is, he's the only, like, maybe it might be two males, and then the rest is all, vanilla. We're just gonna say because
so he the only black, is two black boys in the school.
Yeah, because I hate to do. Yeah, I hate no in his class.
Oh, in his class. Okay.
So if a teacher is more favorable to protect his own,
right?
I don't want to even do. I don't want to do that. I'm sick of that, because I'm sick of that whole conversation. But I have one more thing. We're gonna leave that because I know we're short for time. But it brings back around to Kanye West putting on a White People Matters shirt. Now,
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, and a lot of people that I follow on YouTube, some of them, I guess, try to be dramatic for clicks and say, well, he's this and he's that. He's very dangerous to our very being, because I know throughout all centuries of slavery, there was always a Kanye West. There was always somebody who wasn't going to understand. We're trying to get out of bondage, and you're over here saying bondage is fine. This is just my perspective now. It ain't gospel, but I was online with somebody and they said that, I can't repeat it verbatim, but they said that, hey, white lives should matter because we're all equal. And what I wrote back was, okay, I don't think you really understand what Black Lives Matter means. And I get it, but we're fed a constant diet of Black people getting beat up, choked out, and shot to death for no reason. I said, okay, when we start getting fed a proper amount of Caucasians getting beat up, choked out, and shot to death, then we'll be equal. And I can deal with that. Because if it's happening and they're not showing us, why they only show us getting it? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they do it to everybody. But why is it just us? And what he needs to understand is, you took all them billions of dollars you got and got you a toy, and you bulldoze our very idea of trying to get out of bondage because you could. You already Kanye. How much money do you need?
Mm. You want my perspective?
I'm ready.
Okay, so when we talk about Black Lives Matter, there's two types of Black lives. Okay, first and foremost. So one type of Black Lives Matter is just saying Black people individually we matter, just like white people, just like blue collars, just like we all should matter. So I get that, but when I heard Black Lives Matter, I got on the wagon because we need to let each other know that we matter, and it doesn't take Caucasians to tell us we matter. It doesn't take a man being choked out, shot, and all of that to tell us. We should be telling our loved ones, our families, our sisters, brothers, whether we related for real or not, that they matter. That should be the language every day, not just when it's time to, whatever it's called, when you marching and all of that protesting. Look, that's a whole different Black Lives Matter. And so the first one is, yes, we as Black people, we need to tell people that they matter. That's first and foremost. So Kanye, he's on the second one, the second part of it. So hear me and hear me well, okay? The first one, everybody really matters, okay? But we're not all equal, that's for sure. Now, as far as the second Black Lives Matter, that's demonic. The one with the protest, the one with the say his name, say her name, that's all demonic. People don't realize that's witchcraft. And people, and another thing, people don't realize what actually happens at those Black Lives Matter protests, because the women that founded that are witches. And I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I saw for myself with the lady. She tells you that that's who she is. She ain't ashamed of it. And what she's doing with the Black Lives Matter is she's trying to bring spirits alive, okay, to combat what happened to them, the tragedy that happened to them. So they do like this little ceremony. People think, oh, it's just a little, what do you call it when you set up a little well, you know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about seance.
No, no, no. No, when you set the flowers out and the balloons out where a person dies. Mm-hmm. I forgot what it's called right now. But anywho, when they do that, it's for a whole different reason. So with that being said, for Kanye to say that white lives matter, he's very, very close to them people I just described, okay? It ain't got nothing to do with what you and I talking about as far as our race. It don't have nothing to do with that. And that's where people have gotten off track, because they think that the same mindset of Black people matter is the same one that people are protesting, and it's not. I know that's, but
you might have misunderstood me. I'm not talking about the organization as a whole. I'm talking about the word and what it means. I'm not talking about the organization, because as far as I'm concerned, the organization was played a very, very a good part in getting Ahmaud Arbery's killers to justice. Sometimes things come about and it's a movement that moves things, because I don't think Ahmaud Arbery could have even got justice if it had not have been for those protesters and whatever. And we've always had voodoo ladies in our tribe. We've always had that. And you want to call them witches? Well, I think that's more of the Caucasus Mountain type. Europeans are the witches. These ladies is practicing voodoo if they was practicing anything.
Okay, I won't demonic, whatever.
But I won't deny that. But what I'm saying is, when you see us out here trying to get some kind of movement towards our kids, not have to tell them the story about when the police would stop. Yeah, you need to obey and do what he say, not say, well, I have rights. That don't work for us because rights was not made for us. It was made for some other people. And not even, I don't think white people, I think 1% of the people, the people with the do-re-mi, those are their protectors, not ours, common folk. I don't want to use race anymore. And it's just it's sad that you would keep that genre going. Then you get with a lady like Candace Owens, and you guys are together, and Candace Owens thinks that there is no such thing as it's not happening anymore. But she got her money from suing a school for discrimination. It's some of the most crazy. You can't make this up.
Right, right. And as far as I'm concerned, this is something that we definitely need to talk about because of the senseless murders and crimes that we have committed towards our own.
Yeah.
We're sending a message that we don't think Black people matter. Okay, I'm gonna say people so we can. I want to distinguish from the two. I'll say Black people matter just like anybody else.
Minorities matter.
Huh?
Minorities matter.
Yeah.
The poor and the sick and the shut in.
All people matter, but I'm just kind of talking about what has happened in the Black community for the love of money, for the love of status, for the love of some shoes, and whatever else that's materialistic. We have demonstrated, our children, our cousins, our uncles, our nephews have demonstrated that they don't believe they matter. And that's why I opened this up to say we have to let I'm talking about Blacks right now, our Black young men and women know that they matter. And sometimes it's not just saying it, it's actually showing that they matter by getting involved, listening, being available, going out of our way when we see somebody that look like they hurting. Some people cross the street because they don't want to have that interaction, and some people just don't mind. Brother, look, you on hard times. I've been there. Hey, let me hook you up. You know what I'm saying? And
these kids,
it's not enough of that.
Kids have no connection to one another because just like we're not together right now, you're in your house and I'm in my house. Well, everybody's doing this, right? This is the new thing, FaceTime. FaceTime doesn't have a feeling as touch, as being able to hey, how you doing? Yeah,
Right.
So of course, when you fed this kind of abusive stuff and you see it, that's the food you eat and take in. Our kids can't handle like me and you can. We could take it in and it don't affect us like it affects them.
Right.
So I'm just saying, when you're trying to get a movement going, you always got somebody who says, no, everything is fine over here. I don't know what y'all talking about.
And they're the enemy.
We get 3 meals and everything is good. And I don't know, that man good to me. And
they're the enemies.
Everybody every once in a while, but shoot, that's better than hanging us all. You know what I'm saying? They like to do that type of stuff from time to time. You just keep your head down and you won't, you know what I'm saying? No.
Right. No, you're right. You're right. And those people to me are the enemy, period. I'm not going to go any deeper, but I think you understand what I'm saying. And I mean what I'm saying. They don't have anybody's best interest at heart but their own. And if they could be used as a pawn, it's unfortunately, they're not even a rook. They're not even a major piece of the puzzle. They're a pawn. And they're going about just being used. That stupidity, we got a lot of work to do. Some people look like this, but in here, they're so far removed, unfortunately.
Right. Well, they after the bag. They realize, hey, I'm gonna get mine, you get yours. This is equal. It's business, whatever. But don't come Come on, man. You could do better than that, Kanye. Come on, man. And you still get your music playing. You have this big platform. If you can't say nothing nice, my grandma say don't say nothing at all. Stay
Right,
out of
right.
it. You could come and get attention, wear some thongs or something. Everybody will still give you the same attention, but don't do us like this, man. Come on, don't make it seem trivial to what we saying about our lives. We done made it out the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and we still keep having Kanye West saying, no, ain't nothing going on over here. These
Mercy.
police doing their job, and if you'd only just listen to them and they wouldn't kill you, you give them a reason to kill you. It's always our fault.
Right.
But what happened to us?
And we don't even talk about the fact that they are fearful of us, and that's a whole nother show. But they are, and we could just
like King Kong in chains, wondering when he gonna break them chains. But King Kong, he only want to leave. He don't want to kill y'all first. He want to go. Y'all terrible to be around. He just want his freedom.
Right.
But you think he will demolish everything if he get loose because of all the bad you didn't did to the man. Stop fearing the man. Man, I want to do nothing to you but get away from you. You're not nice.
and can I say something else? This is let's talk about this some more on our future shows, because I also have a problem and a deep concern for these reality TV shows that are programming inappropriate behavior to those who watch their shows. Okay, give an example. This is an example. I'm not even gonna really say the show, but the Housewives. Okay, the basketball ones, or the Ink, or how come everybody has to be violent in order to get views? See, how come all of that stuff happens? That tells people that Black lives don't matter. It tells people that Black people don't matter. You doing it just to get paid?
That's a show. They used to play Snooki them, which I don't know if you used to watch MTV. They had like some Italians behaving badly, and they don't do that no more. They want to put us in a bad light, and we eat that. That's our food. We like the raw. We like to be on the tens and look at our TV and be like, yeah, if that was me, I would have did. And of course that month, they had, woof, woof, woofing and being on that bad energy. That's why I protect my energy now. It's so peaceful. My energy is, oof.
You look peaceful. You look peaceful. So, but
right, yeah. Got to watch what you put in you.
Absolutely.
And, right. But you never stop that. All you do is make more people go watch it. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they put it over there. Let me see what that's all about.
And now with these women, I know it sounds crazy. But a lot of men like to watch women go at it. I don't know why. To me,
men don't. That's the
okay. You'd be amazed how many men watch. Well, first of all, they think the women are fine.
No, they watch for the mess. Those are messy dudes.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Oh, you calling them dudes, not men. I got you.
Yeah,
okay.
Messy.
Well, males.
Men don't have time for female energy. Like, I don't like female energy like that.
I don't.
The only reason I'm putting you is because we're doing a show.
Right.
And
so
a lot more into that. Like, I don't know what's going on that show.
Well, I don't either now, but I looked at it because there was an increase of violence among girls starting as young as 10. And it's sad. It really hurts, but they're mimicking behavior. They don't know how to communicate. And I know we're running out of time, so let's talk about that next week. Okay, let's talk about what's being programmed in our ears and our eyes. Okay. So, did you have any closing words? But I appreciate you bringing that up. But did you have any closing words?
I just want y'all to pray for me in Jesus' name, because I got a parent-teacher conference that's going to be off the chain come Thursday at 4 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk before you go, just so we can make sure you include some of the good stuff. Okay.
I'm being funny. I'm being humorous right now. I don't do this type of stuff no more. I verbally,
right.
And I know big words too, and I have a GED, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna go fine.
And
That's with.
and CC your attorney. Okay, that's what you do. You send out that correspondence. You CC your attorney, and thank God we have an attorney,
Right.
just in case these kind of things happen. So, with
Work
that
for
being
a
said,
bell I work for a bell. I'm real comfortable in my skin.
okay,
A bell
okay. Well, thank you for sharing your perspective on a lot of different topics. They were deep, all the way from Kanye to the shoes,
Them shoes. I
all the
want to
way
go
to the
get them
shoes.
out of the garbage can because she's scared of them shoes. You know what I'm saying? She's scared of them shoes. She don't never want to see them shoes again.
Hey, I don't either. But thank you so much. And to all of our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in to our perspective. We are so glad that you stuck around, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Please hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, leave a comment, about what you heard today and your perspective, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Yeah.